Alexander the Great is the most important man in history. You may think I'm exaggerating. Okay, let me tell you why Alexander the Great is the most important man in history. Picture this. It's 356 BC in the ancient kingdom of Macedonia. Alexander is born to King Philip II and Queen Olympias. Fun fact, legend has it that the night he was born, the Temple of Artemis burned down. Yeah, that's what we call a dramatic entrance. As a child, Alexander was anything but ordinary. His mother, Olympias, was a strong and ambitious woman who believed Alexander was destined for greatness. She even claimed he was the son of Zeus. Can you imagine growing up with that kind of pressure? But hey, it probably fueled his fire. Now, let's talk about his education. At just 13 years old, Alexander was tutored by none other than the great philosopher Aristotle. That's right, one of the greatest minds in history was teaching our young hero. Aristotle taught him about philosophy, science, and even the arts. Alexander soaked up knowledge like a sponge. He developed a love for literature and even studied Homer's Iliad, which inspired him throughout his life. He kept a copy of that epic tale with him during his campaigns as a source of motivation. Fast forward to 336 BC. After the assassination of King Philip II, young Alexander, just 20 years old, ascends to the throne. Wow, that's a lot to handle at such a young age, but he was ready. He quickly put down rebellions and established his authority. He was determined to unite Greece and set his sights on the Persian Empire. Now, here's where things get really exciting. In 334 BC, Alexander leads his army across the Hellespont into Asia Minor. His first major battle, the Battle of Granicus. He faced the Persian forces head-on, and guess what? He won. This victory was just the beginning of a series of incredible conquests. As we move on, let's talk about some of Alexander's epic adventures. He didn't just stop at Greece. Oh no. He marched through Asia Minor, Egypt, and Persia, defeating enemies and claiming vast territories. One of my favorite stories is his encounter with the city of Tyre. The Tyrians thought they could withstand Alexander's siege, but he was relentless. He built a causeway to reach the island city, and after months of battle, he emerged victorious. And what did he do with the city? He founded a new city, Alexandria. It became a major center of culture and learning. And let's not forget his famous encounter with the Persian king Darius III. After a series of epic battles, including the Battle of Issus, Alexander proved to be not just a great warrior, but also a brilliant strategist. He was outnumbered but still managed to secure victory. That's some serious skill. As he continued to conquer lands, he became a legend. But with great power came great challenges. His troops were tired, and they had marched for years. When they reached the banks of the Hydaspes River in India, they faced King Porus. This battle was fierce, but Alexander's tactical genius led to another victory. However, after this campaign, his troops finally said, "Enough is enough." They refused to go further, and Alexander had to turn back. But let's not forget the man behind the legend. Alexander was known for his charisma and leadership. He often fought alongside his men, earning their loyalty and respect. He was not just a king, he was a warrior and a friend. Now, we arrive at the later years of Alexander's life. After years of conquests, he returned to Babylon, where he began to plan even more ambitious campaigns. But fate had other plans. In 323 BC, after a night of feasting, Alexander fell seriously ill. He was just 32 years old. The cause of his death is still a mystery today. Was it malaria, typhoid fever, or perhaps even poison? Whatever it was, the world lost a brilliant mind far too soon. His last words were said to have been, "To the strongest," leaving the future of his empire uncertain. The life of Alexander the Great is a tale of ambition, conquest, and a legacy that resonates to this day. He inspired countless leaders and remains a symbol of determination and brilliance. And that's why he's the most important man in history. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our past.